But we have the management of IRFC with us.
Well, that's right. And I think on Sami Hotels, we have a large trade that's taking place. So just keep an eye out on that. We had the news flash at the bottom of your screen. But as promised, IRFC, that's the next management on the show. It had a little bit of an off year, actually. It is quite a weak set. The AUM declined. The net interest margin was a little bit weakish. But we want to understand what the management has planned for the coming year. So to help us out with that, we have Mr. Manoj Kumar Dubey, the Chairman and Managing Director at Indian Railway Finance Corporation. Hi, Mr. Dubey. Good morning. Thanks a lot for joining in. Well, let's get straight to the point then. AUM declined on a quarter-to-quarter basis. What happened? And if you could tell us, what kind of growth are you projecting for the coming year? That's FY26. Please go ahead, sir.
So, Prashant, as you know, FY25 we closed on a very steady manner. And the reason for a flattish kind of result is, the fact that for the last 2 years we hardly had any disbursements after doing so well till FY22-23. The reason was Railways was not asking for any disbursement through extra budgetary resources for the fact that government budgetary supports were very high for the last couple of years. So, in the last quarter of FY25, we decided to diversify, and that perhaps is going to be a game changer for this company for the fact that in the last 40 years, we had only one client relation with Indian Railways. And the margins there were in terms of 35 bips or 40 bips. Now we have started diversifying in all the assets that are helping to the Indian Railways or the railway per se. And as you know, in the last 4 months of this calendar year, we have already mopped up around 14,000 crores of loan assets. And if this trend continues, we feel that we are into a very exciting times for the fact that with these kind of loan assets that we are garnering, our margins are very high. Yeah.
Right. Mr. Dubey, we appreciate you giving us some clarity in terms of how do you see things pan out going ahead. But we're looking to a couple of numbers. To disbursements, what do you target for this year? What does it mean in terms of AUM growth? And where does the growth come from? Please take it away.
So, the growth is coming out from all the assets which are having backward and forward linkages with the railways. And as you know, we have already started participating in the bids. 3 bids on the trot we won in the last 3 months, mopping up around 14,000 crores. What is exciting for IRFC is the fact that the margins that we are going to get out of these bids are nearly 2x to 3x of what we used to get from the railways. So, typically, if I give you a number that, say in FY26, we are going to disburse around 30,000 crores. It will be akin to nearly 90,000 crores of disbursement to what we used to do to the Indian Railways. So in these terms, we are finding that there is a lot on the platter. In fact, we are trying to diversify on the metro railways and in the rapid rails also amongst the metros. So those businesses are also going to be very attractive for us. Yeah.
Sure. Mr. Dubey, absolutely get your point that you're looking to go beyond just the Indian Railways to newer areas of growth. So give us some sense. Where, when you close the year FY25, what is the total size of the book? And as this, slight tweak happens in the business itself, what will your target be? I mean, where will your total book size be this year? What will be the fresh disbursements? How much to metro? Some sense of a number. So we understand how much is IRFC targeting to lend this year.
So on the ballpark figure, we are targeting around 60,000 crore of sanction this year. That we have taken the approval on the board yesterday also. And we are, on the conservative manner, we are looking for around 30,000 crore of disbursement this FY. And what I was mentioning, Swati, was that the fact that this 30,000 disbursement, if you are able to do it, it will be akin to disbursing around 90,000 crore to Indian Railways for the fact that our margins will be quite high than what we are getting from the railways.
Okay, all right, Mr. Dubey, this is Nigel on this side. With me is Surabhi. And Prashant as well is joining us. So just want to clarify on that. And we appreciate you speaking to us here on CNBC-TV18. Just clearing that point, sir.
Good to Surabhi, yeah.
Yes, sir. Surabhi here. So, okay, we've got your numbers, 60,000 crores of sanctions, 30,000 crores of disbursement this year. Yeah. Now let's talk about margin, because you're saying you're targeting these higher margin orders, which could be in metro, etc. So what is the targeted NIM range for this year?
Yes, so NIM, as I'm repeatedly mentioning, and I talked about this in my con call also last quarter, As you know, railways, my margin used to be 35 bps for projects and 40 bps for rolling stock. Here, my margin is going to be around 100 bps to 150 bps. So typically, what margin I used to get from the railways, it will be nearly 3 times of what I was getting. So that is very exciting for us. And this will surely have a very good impact on my bottom line. My top line may not be growing very huge for the fact that numbers that were coming from the railways may not be in those lines. But I can assure you that because NIM is going to improve every quarter now, so my bottom line will be showing a very good, steady upward trend.
Okay, all right, Mr. Dubey, you want to give us that number? As we understand, non-railway business is much more lucrative. But if you want to give us a NIMS number,
Absolutely.
Could you help us out with that, an absolute number? And also the AUM growth for the year, could you help us out with that? Last 2 details before we let you go.
Pardon?
AUM growth and NIMS absolute number. Please go ahead, sir.
NIM is right now around 1.4, but the kind of NIM that we are expecting should be more than 2% going forward with the mix that we are trying to look forward to.
2% NIM, okay, with 60,000 crores of sanctions and more business coming in from the non-railway segment. That's how FY26 is looking like for IRFC.
Correct.
Got it. Thank you, Mr.
As
Dubey.
of now, yeah.
As of now. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Prashant.
All right, Mr. Dubey, thank you very much for that. Well,